It's something we look forward to every year. The release of KBCO Studio C. Volume 32 is going to be released this Saturday, and the CD features 18 songs performed exclusively for KBCO. Joining me now is KBCO's very own Brett Saunders. Brett, we are so excited to have you here, and I'm pretty excited because I do have a copy of the album right now. And we know normally the album has songs performed in Studio C, but that couldn't happen once the pandemic started. So how has coronavirus affected this CD?
Thank you for having me on, Kelly. It's great to see you. First off, there are actually a few performances that were recorded in KBCO Studio C before COVID-19 hit, including the Cold War Kids. So there are some KBCO Studio C performances from 2020, as well as some great stuff from the archives. But what we really relied on for this release was that banding together show that we banded together with CBS 4 back in May with Dave Matthews and Nathaniel Rateliff and all these incredible artists to raise money for the Colorado Music Relief Fund. So we took those performances and put them on this disc in addition to some of the great KBCO Studio C material that we have.
You know, we were just talking about the banding together. It was something we remember very well. We streamed it even right here on CBSN Denver. So many memorable performances. Can you tell us a little bit more about the artists that are on this album, Brett?
Absolutely. It's quite a lineup. I mean, Dave Matthews, who performed for this banding together show, is on here, as well as Marcus King Band and Sia and Grace Potter, who was part of the banding together show. The Lumineers even appear on this. I just saw an article earlier today. They were number 7 of the most celebrated and played bands in the second decade of the 20th century around the world. That just came out yesterday. So this really is a star-studded array of performances for KBCO and KBCO Studio C, and some of these incredible charities as well that this disc is going to be benefiting when it goes on sale on Saturday morning. Yeah,
we'll get to that. But I want to talk to you, Brett, because we know it's been such a tough year on the music industry. Yeah. I mean, from live concerts and really, you know, anybody just getting to be part of the music scene. And hopefully this helps bring back some of that excitement. But I'm curious, Brett, what you miss most about live music?
Oh, well, absolutely, that experience of going to Red Rocks, or, you know, I'm a jazz guy, so hanging out at the Dazzle, one of my very favorite clubs in the world, and just going to the Ogden Theater or the Bluebird Theater or the Fox Theater in Boulder. I mean, I can just give you a list of venues. I miss that camaraderie of people experiencing music with other people. I mean, it's been terrific to be at home and listen to my favorite artists, but there's something that's wonderful that transpires between a live performance, the people on stage, and the people in the audience, and I absolutely miss that.
I couldn't agree more. And besides, you know, getting the great tunes that you mentioned that are going to be on this album, people who buy the album are also helping some really great causes. You hinted to that. So what nonprofits do the sales help support?
Well, first off, Boulder County AIDS Project, Kelly, and they've been partnered with KBCO for a couple of decades now. So Boulder County AIDS Project, Food Bank of the Rockies, and we're really happy to be partnered with Food Bank of the Rockies again this year because there are so many hungry people because of COVID-19. I spoke with somebody from Food Bank of the Rockies the other day, and the demand is up so high for people who want to be fed. So this is terrific that some of the funding will go to the Food Bank of the Rockies. And finally, which we alluded to a little bit earlier, the Colorado Music Relief Fund. Those funds are going to go to people who work in the music business, in clubs, a lot of people behind the scenes, the people who say test, test into the microphones. Those people have been out of work, but they're really valuable, talented people. So the Colorado Music Relief Fund is helping to get some money into those people's hands as well. All 3 of those charities will benefit from the sales of KBCO Studio C Volume 32.
Some really great and important causes. Now, Brett, we know that recording companies are not going to allow this CD to be sold online. So what do people need to do to make sure that they can get a copy?
6 o'clock Saturday morning, select Whole Foods Market locations. You can get all the details at kbco.com. We are doing things a little bit differently this year because we can't have physical lines. I mean, these KBCO Studio C releases are really known for attracting the kind of people who like to line up overnight, and that's not going to happen. So what will happen is when you come to the Whole Foods Market location closest to you that is participating in this event on Saturday, you'll get to the store and you'll go to your cellular phone or whatever device you use and go to joinourline.com, and then you wait in the warmth and comfort of your vehicle until they tell you to come in and pick up your copy, or up to 6 copies, I should mention, when these go on sale, starting at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. And again, all the details are at kbco.com.
Perfect. Well, everybody should mark their calendar and reach into their wallets, get themselves a copy of this CD, and hopefully make also some great donations to those causes. There it is, folks. Get it now while you can. Brett, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it. And remember, KBCO Studio C Volume 32 goes on sale this Saturday at select Whole Food locations. You can find all the information about getting a copy at cbsdenver.com as well. We'll be right back.